What is up, guys? It is Danny here, back again with the Travel to Singapore series. And before we're gonna get into the video, I want to explain what you are about to see. So basically, if you have been watching the full series, you probably noticed about the events that basically I flew my drone against the wall, I completely crashed it and I couldn't get it back. I stayed positive, I really didn't want it to affect me that much. And a few hours after it, I completely demolished my camera. I set it up on a tripod, was filming myself, and then it crushed and I couldn't catch it or anything. So it was a really big issue back in the day. It was last week, and this is gonna be the video a few days after the whole events of me trying to get all my camera equipment back, strolling around in Singapore, going to the Suntec convention, meeting up with a few local people to get a used camera back from Carousel, a local app to get used products. And the main message and emphasis in this video is just to, as you have seen after this event, on the same day I published the video of what happened. I just wanted to get it out there because I thought maybe I'm not going to be able to put out videos every day as I announced to do, and I was really afraid that it would hold me back from doing what at the moment I really enjoy doing, filming and documenting everything, editing, doing cinematic videos and putting them out. And it didn't. As you see, I kept putting out videos, like the videos that you have seen in the last few days were pre-filmed, and now we're getting back into the present, and the main message is to not let materialistic stuff like that to get you off your lane, throw you off. And it happened to me before, 2-3 years ago when I started to film my very first videos. I dropped my camera once, the lens was screwed, and I wasn't filming for months after that, and that will not happen again. And in this video you're gonna see just a raw behind the scenes, no music, no fancy editing. In the next video we're gonna be back to that, but until then, enjoy this video. And these were the events from last week when I crashed the drone. See? It's just not here. It crashed, couldn't get the drone back, and this camera fell down once or twice, maybe a little scratch, but now it completely fell apart. This is the lens of the camera. Welcome to the Singapore travel series. In the next 8 days I will share with you our impressions, adventures and travel insights during our time in a Lion City. And right now you are watching episode. And here, still in the hotel room. In the last just 2 hours that I wasn't filming a lot of things developed, and so basically I've been texting with a few people here on the Carousel, and I think I am gonna be able to get the same camera that is lying around here, completely destroyed, my vlogging camera, the Samsung. So basically the screen is off and the lens is completely destroyed. I am probably going to be able to get it used for a decent price. I need to have something to be able to film. And we are also going to go to, there's a convention, as I mentioned, after I put out this video, so many people were recommending a few places, and there's right now an IT convention, something sales place going on right now. So that's where we're going to be heading. GoPro's with me, probably. Alright, we're going to go to the Suntec Mall, and hopefully by the end of the day I'm going to have at least a camera. Maybe even a drone. We'll see. Let's go. You ready to get a new camera? What about a drone? We're now on our way to the Suntec Mall, and Judy was just I love electronic shopping, electronic stores, especially with the headache. Yeah, she's not that much into it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what we need to make. That's what we need to make happen today. I was just looking into the window, how it looks to be filming with a GoPro. So real guys, you don't need to get used to it unless you like it. You do it more often, but yeah. See you at the MRT, heading out.
Which type of coffee?
Cappuccino. We're now to the MRT, going from Orchard Road to Suntec City, and this is actually, oh shit, no vlogging with coffee, with a full coffee. There's actually nothing on me. Do something? Alright, we're good. And through this app, Carousel, as I mentioned, the same camera that I had before, just in a different color. It's gonna look a little retro, it's gonna look a brown or something. I'm gonna buy it for a good price with a big zoom lens as well, so we'll see how that's gonna work out. Alright, we are in Singapore, so I gotta get rid of this one before we get into the subway, the MRT. So we almost got to the mall, and I'm texting you with the people that we're gonna do the camera exchange with. And this guy has asked me like, how can we recognize you? And I'm like, we're two German, she's blonde, I usually carry a camera tripod with me, so we'll be easy. Okay, so just got to the Suntec mall. Looks as usually, we have been to supermarket shopping here. It's loud probably. Let's find some drones. Fun thing, whenever you do something in Singapore, you can say, I've been looking all over the country for you, if you've just been like to 3 different parts of town. And basically what he was saying, yeah, I can meet you everywhere. Everywhere in the country, no matter where, you know, I meet you. The convention center, so far it's only like laptops. I hope to find some drones here as well. And yeah, the camera meetup is already set up. It's gonna be like 2 hours, so the camera should be already like solved the problem. And the rest, we'll see. Judy's like completely going crazy here. She's like, usually you drag me to camera stores, but this is a whole different level. What do you say? I'm down. Best day ever? What's your opinion on the Air?
It's how to say.
What would you say? Is this one, is the Mavic Pro much better?
The navigation, from obstacle avoidance and wise. The Mavic Air is much better.
Right, so walking down here at the convention, looked at the drones. It looks promising. We might get one, but what's speaking against? I'm not sure which one I should get. So I'm thinking, should I get the Spark for $600 or should I grab the Mavic for 1,179 Singapore dollars? It's almost like double. It's probably gonna be the Spark, and alright guys, it's pretty hot in Singapore, so it's always good to have a ventilator, you know, to get some fresh air going. Okay? No, really. It looks like I either won something or we'll see. Alright guys, so we made the drone happen. Once again, power of social media. It's pretty crazy. It was one of the best advices to go here. I got the drone for a really good price, and now we're off to get the camera. Yeah, guys, I got my camera back. We're gonna switch from the GoPro. And we are back. Same quality, same camera. Let's get the game going. Alright guys, so it's extremely good to be back with the usual quality. Like right now I'm shooting on my tripod, not the gimbal. And yeah, I didn't expect it to happen that quickly to get all my camera gear together, because my camera that I'm shooting on is a Samsung camera. I'm gonna show it to you once we're gonna be home. And it's not very usual. They stopped producing them like 2 or 3 years ago, but I just got so used to it. I have a few lenses for it, and I am gonna upgrade at some point. And once we're gonna be home, I'm also gonna talk about a little bit about the gear. But yeah, life is at the moment in Singapore, it's such a high and fast pace. Yesterday, like just like things are happening, the world is coming to an end. Next day, yeah, it's all fine, it's all good. The next day, like complete, it's crazy. So yeah, right now we're here getting the giant supermarket, getting some sushi here. Gonna head home because after these like places where there are a lot of people, you get really tired. And actually we met a pretty cool guy at the GoPro stand. He told me the story of how he crashed his drone not too long ago. So yeah, you said there are places in Singapore with a lot of like interference. So hope it's not gonna happen again. Back here to our base at Orchard at the moment, and we're super done. We have been like, haven't really had any real lunch. And we thought to solve today all the shopping questions that we need to do. So the drone is in, the camera is in, and the last thing is gonna be luggage. The day before all the madness with the cameras happened, the luggage is crushed, so let's make that happen. How much for the black one?
60 for you.
You wanted to do 60 for this one. This one's smaller.
Different because hard case more expensive than softer.
We're gonna do 50?
55, your budget. I like to sell, don't worry.
Well, let us take a look at
okay.
it, please. Ich glaube, das ist unser.
Your honeymoon?
No.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
You're only very young or honeymoon.
Yeah, we're young yet.
Very young, I think 25?
21.
21 now?
And I'm 20.
Really young, really young. Okay, thank you, I give you a cake.
Honeymoon?
In a few years, maybe.
In Singapore.
Yeah. Well, Singapore is slowly coming home. Everything is, you know, almost like every place in Singapore we have been like 3 times or something, so all good, all good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so slowly coming to an end here. As you see, a little change of scenery. Before I'm gonna explain you what's that about, let me just tell you one thing. In this video you have seen how I got my gear back, and basically I got the same equipment back that I had before. And I get the question quite a lot on what camera I use, what drone I use, and I guess, like, I hope that people think that in some ways my videos have a good quality, nice visuals. I try to often make it cinematic, and while still putting out videos almost every day and not like editing on it like for 1 week, because if I'm gonna be in a situation to do that, maybe once I'm gonna be home, believe me, the quality is gonna be even a lot higher. I already have a few ideas for that, but basically it's really not about the gear. You know, you can do so much in post-production, color correction, and it's mainly about the story. It's mainly about what you capture and what you say. So if you want to do something like I do, really it's not about the equipment. Get a decent camera. Like I have like the DJI Spark. It's really not expensive, but equipment really cannot do that much. Kind of like glimpse into the future. We are right now already in the Philippines. We're staying at a really cool place, and before we're gonna get into this kind of like present, I'm sorry, it's getting kind of like a little crazy. I have another 2 or 3 videos coming from Singapore, a cool shopping video from the Orchard Road, where actually a few things happened that weren't really okay. We kind of got like a little screwed over, and also like the airport video of how we're leaving the country. These videos are still coming, so if you stayed until the whole end, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though the GoPro quality and especially the audio was a little bit heavy to handle. But yeah, you know what it's all about. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet, and I see you in the next one. You got a role to see.
We're united under our indifference, and I'm from the east side of America.